Hello boys and girls, today we're going to start our entry task for the second half of our current unit. In this half of the unit we're going to start getting into adding and subtracting using 3-digit numbers, and that will include regrouping. So today for your entry task we're kind of going to review some of the things that we've already done and introduce you to adding and subtracting 3-digit numbers and remembering the importance of place value. Today, all you need for this assignment is this 10 more and 100 more and less, and something to write with. You will also have access to the online base 10 blocks to help you if you need them, but it is not required that you use them. So, once you have your paper and something to write with, you're ready to get started. This is called 10 and 100 more and less. This first one here says find at least 2 different ways to make 124 using hundreds, tens, and ones with your base 10 blocks. Draw them here. So this is where you might choose to use the online base 10 blocks, or you could just draw them on the paper instead. So I'm going to split this up into 2. If you want to show more than 2 ways you can, but just 2 is fine. So let's think. We've got 124, and remember, these boxes represent 100. A stick or a line represents 10, and a dot represents a 1. So, how many hundreds do we have in 124? We have 100, right? So I'm going to draw one big box. How many tens? 2 tens. And how many ones? 4 ones. So that's one way that you could draw this number. There are other ways that you could make 124 using sticks, circles, and squares. I want you to show me a second way to make 124 using base 10 blocks or drawing base 10 blocks. If you want to show a third or a fourth way, you absolutely can. There are many different ways you could show 124. Okay. On the bottom of this paper, there are some questions. So the first question says, what is 10 more than 124? Write an addition equation. So write the equation and then tell me the answer. Your equation will have the number plus 10, right? Because it's 10 more. We're adding 10 more onto 124. And then an equal sign with what does that equal? So for these ones, it's important that you write the equation and you tell me what 10 more than 124 is. So this one, remember 10, so we're looking at the tens place value. We've got the hundreds, the tens, and the ones. If we were adding 10 more to 124, what would we get? $134. This one here says, what is 10 less than 124? So similarly, you're going to write the number, and this time it's saying 10 less. So do you think that we're going to add? Probably not, right? We're taking away 10, which means we're going to subtract. 124 minus 10. So we're still looking at this tens place, but instead of adding, we're subtracting. So if I had 124 and I took 10 away, I would come down to 114. If you're struggling to see these patterns, it's also an option for you to look at a completed hundreds chart to help you. You're going to repeat that with 100 more than 124 and 100 less than 124. So you have to write the equation and show me what 100 more and 100 less would be. Not just tell me the answer, also write the equation. All right, let's take a look at the back. The back side says use less than, equal to, or greater than to complete the following equations. Use your base 10 blocks, thousands chart, picture, or a recording sheet to help you. So I will attach those base 10 blocks online and the 1,000 chart to help you if you need it. So what you have to do here is use addition and subtraction to help you figure out the number and then decide if it's greater than or less than the number on the other side. So this first one here says 657, and then we're deciding if it's less than, equal to, or greater than. Over here we've got 457 plus 100 plus 100. So let's think about place value again. Sometimes it helps me to label the place values as hundreds, tens, and ones so that I know where to look. So if I'm adding 100, what's 100 more than 457? That would be 557. Plus another 100. What's 557 plus 100 more? 657. So is 657 less than, equal to, or greater than 657? These two numbers are the same, so it is equal. Let's take a look at the second one. This one says 926 less than, equal to, or greater than 726 plus 100 plus 10. Hundreds, tens, and ones. Okay, let's do the hundreds first since it's adding 100 first. 726 plus 100. So the hundreds column going up a whole number would be 826. Now we're adding 10. So 826 plus 10 more. So now we're looking in this tens column would be 836. So is 926 less than, equal, or greater than 836? Remember those tricks that we talked about. Start in the hundreds place. Is 9 bigger than 8? Yes. So you can just stop right there and you know that 900 is a bigger number than 800. So 926 is greater than 836. So on the sides of these, I would like for you to show me the number. You can write an equal sign, put a box around it. Just make it clear where your number is so that you don't get confused when determining less than or equal to. I don't want you to look at this first number and forget that you added. Let's do one more. This one's a little tricky. All right, 511 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. So let's start with 511. Remember, we're looking at the tens place here because these are all adding 10. So 10 more would give us 521. You can think about this kind of like when you count by tens. 10 more than 521 would be 531. And another 10 added, remember we're looking right here, would give us 541. So this side here we've got 541, and we're deciding if it's less than, equal to, or greater than, let's see, 531 minus 10. Okay, so this time we're going down. So if we take 10 away from 531, that would give us 521. Remember to focus on the place value that we're working with in the subtraction. Then it says to take 10 more away. So minus another 10, this 2 drops down to what? A 1, making it 511. So is 541 less than, equal to, or greater than 511? Let's use that same strategy. This time we've got 5s in both of the hundreds places. So what do? We move into the tens. There's a 4 here and a 1 here. So 40 and 10. Which one is bigger? 540 or 510? 540 is bigger than 510. So we know that 511 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 is greater than 531 minus 10 minus 10. I want you to repeat that process using the rest of these examples, telling me if they're less than, greater than, or equal to. Remember, you're deciding if the number on this side is less than, equal, or greater than the number on this side. After that, there's just one more question at the bottom. This one here says, choose one of the problems above and explain how you solved it. So some ways that you could explain your thinking could be using a base 10 blocks drawing. You could show me the drawing. You could create a number line with the two numbers on it. Or you could discuss place value, which means basically using your words to explain how you figured it out. So any of those would be perfect ways to explain how you understood your answer. And you can choose any of these ones that you're doing on your own. I want you to pick one that I didn't give you an example with. So once you're done with that, you've finished the worksheet today. You don't have to submit any work to our Google Classroom, but you are welcome to if you want to show your teacher some work or if you need some feedback. All right, boys and girls, good luck. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.